Check, check. Yeah, okay. I should have vocal now. Oh, yes, account recovery. Just did this. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. Nope, something wrong. Wouldn't you know? Refresh. Refresh. Zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. It's my first time trying YouTube on this, so. Figured they would let me use this for the chat, but I'm not seeing that's the case. I guess we're gonna have to forego that. Chat, let's try it again. Managing ways. We're here. We got it. That's 2, 3, 4. Cool. Awesome. I need to get my sound back. Cool. You can hear that. Hope you guys can hear me. I have not tested any of this out. Let's try to sort that. I guess we can't. I don't know. Here, actually, should be able to maybe push that up, pull that down. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, so what I'm doing today is working on kick drums. And I have amassed over my years of production and work and music thousands and thousands and thousands of sample libraries. I do produce various genres. I'm not just tied to lo-fi hip-hop. So I have to work on getting all this organized, and I'm trying to whittle down as much kick drum as possible right now. That's what I'm working on today. I think I want some lights on the face. 1 second. That's way too bright. So we'll turn it down. There we go. Let's see if there was other. Yeah, that might be better. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. Timer. "25 minutes. Here we go. All right, so where I'm at right now is I threw away hundreds of kick drums that I didn't think were going to work for this genre. And what I want with the kick drum. So real quick, because I don't think this ever gets explained enough out there in the universe. So I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to grab a kick drum and put it in here. And I'm going to increase the size. This isn't a good enough kick drum, actually. Let me find, 808. This will be fine. Yeah, this will be fine. All right. Now, all right, we can look at this waveform. From how I know this to be, there's 3 parts of a kick drum. You have the transient or the attack, you have the body, and then you have the tail. All right. So let me just turn off the grid here for a second. There we go. And I'm going to say... Although it feels like there's kind of no attack here. This attack is quick, so let's solo this. So it sounds like this. Nice quick kick with, not a lot of tail, which is what I want in like a lo-fi hip-hop or hip-hop kick, depending. Trap music and some of these others, you want the long tail because you want that to be your bass line. I don't. With this genre I'm doing. Maybe there may be a song or two where I would do it, but for the most part, I don't want that. So, wow, we just bounced right out of there, didn't we? All right, so in that case, I don't know what tail's probably like around here. We'll say the transient's like right there. Very fast. I mean, it's almost part of the body itself. So that would be like the three parts right there. And those three sections will determine it'll help me, at least when I think of this, determine how I want each kick that I'm going to look at and understand and study and decide, is this what I want in a kick drum, all right? So to kind of break that down, that's what I'm looking at. I want a very fast tail. Like I said, I don't want it to draw out and get in the way of my mix of all the other elements in the song. I want to kind of come in and play. I want the kick to not get in the way of kind of anything. I'm having a hard time explaining this because it's more of a feel for me right now than it's something I've studied thoroughly and understood. But the body, when it's there, I don't want really much of an attack or a transient. So any punchy kick I've gotten rid of. I want it to kind of flow in and be heard and felt. And it's meant to kind of give a little groove in the beat. It's not really meant to do much more than that. There's other elements that are going to do a lot more in the mix and in the music than my kick. So I actually have kind of learned over time and over making these beats that I need the kick to kind of be a little more like a jazz drummer in the aspects that it's kind of cruddy, it's kind of out of the way, but it's got some sound to it. And what I mean by that, it's almost like those garbage kicks, but without the punch. So it's just kind of like kicking a box or kicking a garbage can or something, and you get a little sounds. So any substance like that, any elements like that, I do desire that, and I will keep it in the song or in the kick. But so I go two ways with that. I'll either take a really clean kick or I'll take one that sounds like the way I sound. All right. So these are the decisions that I took here. Now going forward, you're going to understand my thoughts and the way I'm talking about this. If you break kicks up into those three aspects. All right. Cool. Next up. So I already did my first wave of all these kicks that I have. This is what we have left. A lot of kicks left. But I want to get rid of more. Like I want to cut this all in half again. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to create what is called a 128 in Ableton Live. And I'm going to set up some MIDI, and I have a test beat kind of here right now. And I'm going to hear how the kick sounds on the beat and how it reacts, and if it sounds good. I think I have 128 here. It's all normalized. The only thing else I have here, I think, is I need to put all the release out. Set that to 0. That'll be good enough. I think that's good. The only other thing I haven't done is I haven't mapped the 128. And I believe how I do that is I take a pitch device, duplicate. This one goes all the way down. Wait, not a pitch device, a MIDI device, right? Yeah. Oh, weird. Is that what they look like now? It has to be. There we go. Weird. This looks right. Weird. Alright, we gotta go 0 to 128. That seems right. We're going to go with it. Next up, I have some devices here. This is how I mix a typical 808. Sorry. I mix a typical drum kick. Alright, we got all of those ready. So next up is I'm going to just be quick about it. Let's see here. I don't think. Yeah, drums. Just grab something real fast. Should have some real quick. What are you? What are you? Oh yeah, you're not what I'm looking for. Thought you'd be in drums, but you're not. Machine. That sounds fine to me. Separate kick. 8. That is, I don't know if that's the sample or if that's something else. That's weird. It's a sample. I don't know. I'm just gonna write it. I don't want it anyways. I don't think. There's so many kicks. I like these two. These favorites, I think. Be too much. Oh, this might be too much. I wonder if I can hear these kicks here. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. YouTube can still hear this, so I hope you guys can. So weird. Because that's not the sample. I think the problem with this one is it's yeah, bring it down. Sounds good. Thing is, I have so many kicks. I just don't really need to do all this stuff. So. Oh, they note that one's too short. I have to double check it. Like, it feels like the release is off this song. Yeah. One's not too bad though. Yeah, these three can go 5 sounds good. 7 sounds good too. 10 does. Alright, we got rid of more, which is great news. Technically kept those two. Now it's time to get rid of more of these. Which I could just make a rule, probably just never use cymatics. And I'd be fine. The kick sounds fine, so. Cool. That beat can get monotonous, so I take 5-minute breaks every 25 minutes. We'll start the timer here. And now we'll just hang out and chat. So let's see if I have a different way of doing this. I don't. I just have this one, but it's upside down because I've switched my camera angles. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna move some things around here so I know to delete some more kicks. And what I'm left with here roughly. So, but this is pretty much the exercise. And I should be doing this a lot. I only have to do this once, but I should be doing this a lot. And instead of just buying, and never organizing, I should always be organizing when I buy. When I don't buy, I can just make the music, right? So this way, I only need to buy when I need new things. I don't use Splice, and I never will. I did once, but I'm done. I was done maybe a year ago, over a year ago. And the reason why is just simply because I feel like everyone else is, and I'll let everyone else use it. Some of my favorite producers use it. And some of my best friends who are producers use it. So I had nothing against it. I just have made a personal decision to not use it. Like I've made a personal creative decision that I will not use AI in the music making process also. Same thing. So I do this, which allows me to now narrow this all down, get the substance of the kicks I want. I'll do this with snares, claps, sounds, bass, guitar elements, all this stuff. I will organize it all, and I'll put it into things like this 404 and Machine and the TR8S that I have that can do samples, and the analog rhythm that I have that can do samples, and the Octatrack, which can do samples, and whatever other devices that I end up with. So it's valuable to keep consolidating the stuff and keep bringing it down. Perfect. So I did get down to quite a few more. I call whatever I delete back burner. I've made backups of every sample library I've ever purchased, so they're on a hard drive somewhere. And so if I ever change my mind or if I ever need it, I can go back and get it again. So I've already done all that backup stuff. Now this is just, the project that I'm in, the artist moniker that I have. What would this artist moniker need to do their job? It's the whole goal here. Also, I am removing a lot of great kicks. There are some kicks here that I find tasteful and I do like. I just don't like for this artist or this genre of who I am, right? So it's artistic choice here as to what I'm keeping and what I'm not, and how I'm eliminating things. Just so we all know. And I've been setting aside a favorites folder. We haven't heard any of these yet, or we heard these two, I guess technically, but. If I'm really, really into a kick sound, I'll put it here in this favorites. All right. I'll do one more round of this. We'll probably finish up this one, set up the next, my round 3, the remainder kicks, and I'll call it a day. Waiting for these 5 minutes to come up. No questions, so we can get going on this next round of stuff. There it is. All right, cool. 25. We're back at it. All right. Again, that one would probably sound good, detuning it a little bit, but I'm gonna keep going. I'll just remove it. So many good kick drums in here. I can spare a few. I like that. Still. Just something about it. I was like, not getting rid of enough kicks here. Which is Alright, so we're down there. Now I'll just turn the screen for a second. Alright, so we got, move these guys to delete. I know for some this seems like it's just a very boring and monotonous thing. I always thought it was, but look, I've delayed this for a decade, longer, very long time, and I'm doing it now because dang it, had to get done. And I'll do this for every genre that I produce in, and it'll be so worth it. That or when you start out. When you're like just starting out, get a favorites folder. What are your favorite sounds, and just keep organizing that stuff, If you do that probably make this much easier. I never did that either. I just opened things up, made a song, opened things up, made a song, opened things up, made a song. And now I'm at this point where it's like I got less time in the studio because of life, and now I carry things around with me. And I don't have the ability to Ableton Live to, type and find things and get going. All right, let's see. Yeah, I should be able to keep going with this. All right, this is the same stuff, so I'm going to just delete that. And then this stuff can go up here. I'm not deleting very many things. Look at this. I'm at 40 kicks out of hundreds of kicks. Which isn't the worst thing to ever happen, but It would be slick to eliminate more and more and more. So I might have to have another exercise of elimination. One that really favors getting rid of all these great cymatics kicks, but I don't want to get rid of something just because it's a named thing. You know, it's this music. It's about sound. It's not about who made it. You know, so a lot of great kicks though. Wow, the cymatics packs. They're pretty good. They're a big name for a reason. All right, so this 128 is clean. Let's kill that, and let's add just the rest of these to this. We're looking at what? How did I used to know? Oh, this got renamed. He used to tell me. Weird. It used to be able to tell me. All right, well, whatever. We're at, what, 20? Okay, we're at 20. We should be able to add all these then. All right, we won't have enough. All right, so what I do now is I'll go normalize volumes. I don't have to, but for a kick I will. All right, and now that should be it. I should be ready to. What are we? That one I'm gonna. Say cymatics now. It's weird. It's not a cymatics thing. Yeah. They heard us talking, giving it compliments, and got a little carried away there. A little too short. we're gonna now remove these new ones that we made. Get more in the sin bin. Get these kicks out of here. I told myself if I at least keep enough for 2 128s, that'll be fine, but I do want just enough for one 128 in Ableton per project would be great. It's a great goal to have, and I just don't think I see myself getting there, but you never know. We got 2 rows of kicks left, so. All right, now we're on these kicks. We got 8 minutes left in it. Jeez, we already went through 2. Well, this is colored round, so let's switch that to whatever this color is, or I don't know, that color. Whatever. The ones we just care about are these. Let's get these out of here. Because we got to delete them. You're no longer welcome here. Come on. All right. But as I'm saying, and as you see me going even through the Pomodoro technique, this isn't a long exercise. It will be when I've done, upteen genres of it, and all the sounds that I have to go through. But doing like just kicks, for an afternoon or something like that, doesn't take too long. You can fly through this. You don't have to go at the level that I'm going. I'm just my first time doing it for this persona of mine, so I'm kind of having a ceremony about it, which also helps me, get closer to the sounds that I have. The more I hear, what's in my toolkit, the more I'm going to recall things. There's already a couple kicks that I'm kind of locked in my head that I like and that I might call for sometimes. So got that going for me. All right, so we'll keep going. Other ways to think about this exercise is I release music right now, and I send to, and I have fans, and I also send to like playlists, and they'll say things that they like or that they don't like. All right, so we are at a 128 right there. And I can use that feedback to help me out with my sound. And so I'm kind of doing that actually with this exercise. And kind of one of the reasons why I am doing this exercise is I made an EP recently, and I'm releasing that EP right now in sequence of various singles. And when I made that EP, I just kind of made it really fast. I really like it. It sounds great. And I wouldn't change anything about it. In fact, I didn't. I could even right now. It's not too late, right? And I'm just not going to. But the drums were kind of under the gun and under the lens and microscope of everyone. And they're like, nah, not feeling the drums. I'm feeling the drum beat, the groove, and everything like that. But like the drum choices, the sounds, which is funny because some of my close friends who are drummers and producers were like, yo, I love the drums that you chose. So what are they talking about? But I'm still taking it under consideration. I think, why not? Especially if I have so many drums I'm trying to get out of here, So what I've done here with this and with the lo-fi hip-hop that I'm going for is I'm looking for kicks that are going to stay out of the way of the mix. What I mean by that is they're not designed or developed or produced in a way that interfere or get too much or say, hey, it's me, I'm a kick drum, and I'm cutting through, like you usually want it to do in a lot of genres. And I'm kind of telling myself here, like, what are the flimsiest, feeblest kicks you got in your arsenal? Let's grab those and let's make a whole thing out of it. But with that said, some of my favorite kicks are punchy, do cut through the mix. So I am having a hard time with this challenge, and I've kept a couple that I like with that sound. So don't judge me too much about that. It's all personal, decisions here, creative flow. Just kind of letting y'all in on the artist approach here that I'm taking. Whether right or wrong, it's just one way of doing it. In a way that I'm kind of having myself go about it. All right, I'm going to add those keepers in this one because that puts me at 60. So in this next list, I really got to cut this down. These are loops, so I'll just make them like green or something. But these, I'm not going to put in a 128. I'm not going to approach too badly. I'm just going to listen to them to the mix and cut out as many as I can. But it's a different part of this. It's like a A1, A2, or 1A, 1B, or something like that, right? All right, so we got one more list to go through. Let's select all, delete. I thought this was going to take longer than it did, and it does not take that long, honestly, which is great. I got more than 128, so I guess I'm not going to do all those. Oh, what is happening? No, please no. I don't know. I think that's 128. Yeah, it is. All right. I don't know what that was about. All right. Take those in. All right. We put all the kicks in. We're going to normalize volumes. That only takes a little second. And I think the worst part of this is like the monotony of the beat. So if you have a full song that you like and you like listening to, do this exercise with that. You know, favorite part of that song. Me, I just threw like a piano in here. I threw a clap. Like I threw just a little clap in here. And a percussion loop that I just grabbed. And that's it. In fact, if I had bass, I would love that because I could hear how kicks react to the bass that I'm adding, and then that'd be help me out making decisions. So that might be another exercise down the road. All right, so we gotta now go here, distribute ranges equally. We'll have 128. We go back to our pitch here. We'll go back to 0. All right, bow, pow, bow. All right, here we go. Right? Yeah, okay. Oh. I do not like how that sounds. I'm also not sure why I minimized all this. I don't like that either. The tails are weird, but I like them. I'm gonna keep this. That's kind of a real punchy kick that I'm like, I'll take that one. That one's fun too. But... AR, I think, means analog rhythm, and I have one, so I don't need that. Of 6? Do we go backwards? That'll be fun for a certain thing. Oh, I have this. That one's a little too aggressive, I think. I like that one. A little too quick. these. Getting rid of some things. Getting rid of some things, right? Oh man, I was not paying attention to time. So that didn't happen. Now this is the gist of everything, though. This is the process. This is how I meticulously get through all these samples I purchased or got for free in a download or something like that. I just collected over the years. And they've just sat around. These sounds haven't done much. Now they're being used. And they'll get used a lot. You know, which is great. So I'm thrilled about it. Get these things going. Make all the tunes. Make all the music. And we'll get to that part too. Don't get me wrong. I want to get there now. I got some fun things to show everybody. You know, but it starts with this. And, you know, I've been scouring YouTube for any sense of, or the internet even, for any sense of anyone saying, you know, how do you sort out your samples? How do you know what works for you and what you're going to delete? And what do you do with that process? You know, I don't see anyone talking about this. Probably because maybe it's not important to a lot of people. But you get to this point in time where if you are a collector, like I am, of sounds and samples, and you put all this money into it, you run into this situation where you're like, overwhelmed. I got too many sounds. You know, I got to start getting rid of it. And you freak out and you're like, help. So this is for you, whoever is out there feeling that way. You don't need to permanently delete these samples, but you do need to get them out of the way. You know, like I said, I have mine on a hard drive that I put every sample library I ever purchase as purchased on there. And then I'll put them on the studio computer here, the computer I'm on right now, and sort them out by the artist or genre that I'm working in. And then from there, I will do my organizing. And now, you know, I get to this point where it's like too many sounds, too many songs can be made right now. Let's figure that out. You know? And we are. Alright, deleted quite a few here, which is impressive, but we need to get rid of these now. We will. We'll do it. Alright, normalize volumes. But yeah, once you have this, and also, if everyone's doing this individually and stuff like that, we're all getting our own sound, you know? We all can buy the same sample pack, but we're all now using it differently. You know, taking these extra small little steps in our workflow. It's the right call. right, that's gonna be all of them. All right, so with this exercise, I was able to delete over 100 more, which is a huge win. Still probably not enough, to be honest. But I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, so now I should find myself at way over another 128. Oh gosh! Ah! My pacemaker.
Were you
Hello.
recording?
Huh?
Were you recording?
I still am.
Oh. All right,
It's live though.
It's live?
It's live streaming. It's live. I'm on air.
Oh. No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. I'm dead serious. I told you I was live streaming.
Okay, well, I'll go away.
I'm almost done though.
Okay, bye.
All right, I'll talk to you soon. All right, let's see here. That squeaking gets me every time, especially when I'm concentrating here. All right, what was I thinking about? Oh yeah. We're counting. We're using math. All right, so I don't think I'll have complete 128 here. Well, it should be over, and I am. All right. So I could, because I only need to delete what? How many is this? Oh man, math, you guys, math. 20. I only need to delete 20 more, and I could absolutely delete 20 more in all this. So that's not bad. All right, that's great. That's great. What a productive day. Okay, so next up, I gotta go through here, and how I just do this is I'll go find and oh, you're not seeing it. There's a drop-down menu when you right-click things, and that's what I have right now. And you go look in Show and Finder. You'll click that, and then it'll take you right to the sample. You can delete it. So I'll do that, 100 times here. Get rid of all of these out of my Stevenia sample, library, whatever have you, and then I'll have what's left. Now, what I didn't do, and what you see is you're like, whoa, dude, you got 2 more columns here, bro. Yes, I do. But these are loops, just kick loops. So alright, so these are just kick loops. I gotta go through those and delete more, delete the ones I just don't really want. They're not gonna vibe. I don't actually usually use these at all, personally. I'm gonna keep them because why not? They'll just sit on a folder. They're kind of buried away, so you do see this. Okay. Let's see. Can I zoom in? I can't. Oh, I can. Let's do that. I'm gonna zoom in here. All right, you see this little well. All right, so shout out to someone that I have used their structure on. His name is Il Gates, and it's great. It makes sense because I used to previously organize by just what it was. Hey, it's a kick. Here it is. Or a snare, or a bass, or a synth. But then as you accrue thousands and thousands of these sounds, and one-shots, and loops, and you're like, what do I do with all this? How do I turn it into music? How do I get all this stuff? Use a flow like this. And it all makes sense now. And I'm able to know exactly what to grab and how to grab it. I also know how to put this stuff on an SP404 or MPC or an Octatrack because of this. So he has this thing called Purple Cows. What that just means is just the most wildly interesting sound that you can kind of think of in your genre or in your sound. You'll pull from that. Very unique. You don't hear these sounds often. You'll probably only use it once, sort of thing. But here, I want to talk about robots. Robots, you got meat, potatoes, and spices. And then you got drum loops. That's what I put here anyways. But meat, potato, and spices. You got your kicks, clap snares, closed hats. I put in potatoes, open hats, and toms. And then spices are your cymbals, Foley, fills, rides, crashes, all that stuff. And then I have loops. And in here I'll have full loops, kick loops, snare, top. I'll use top loops a lot. I'll use percussion loops a lot. I don't really use these kick snare loops. I barely use these full loops, if ever. I'm never going to say never, because I probably have used them a long time ago, but not lately. Usually I can kick up a good drum beat in quite a fast amount of time. Then sparks. The idea of this is it sparks your song. It sparks you. It sparks you to start making the song, right? Sparks inspiration. And usually it's a melodic element, or it's an idea you have. Like it could be a lyric idea, it could be a word, it could be a color, it could be anything. Just whatever sparks your inspiration, you put in this folder. And it could be a poem you wrote. It could be all this stuff. For me, it's sounds. I just get a loop in there, throw it in, and I just start going. Usually, I always start with a spark when I produce and make, and that's kind of his concept here with how you mix. With how you organize your samples and loops. So shout out him for that. Otherwise, hairball, yeah, bulldogs, man. All right, so we got. This is the old way that I was doing it, though. Textures, bass, brass, drums, effects. But like I said, you get so many, and this is just one of my artist kind of monikers of many. My hip hop folder, I haven't even jumped in it yet, and it is. Techno folder is bad. House folder is bad. All the other genres need a lot of attention, and not even just that, but I think if I look at it real quick. Oh yeah, and then this is my huge contact music library of all my orchestra sounds. Oh, whew. Which I organize this differently. I have something I invented here a little bit with how I organize things for contact and stuff like that. And so that's a different channel, different thing. But I will use some of these musical elements in, lo-fi hip hop from time to time, just depending on what it is. Let's see here. This is retro house, for example. It doesn't look too bad, actually. I must have started organizing this at one point. So, all right. Well, started some organization there. Cool. Awesome. Well, with that, I'm going to get going. Lots to do here yet. But yeah. This is how I would organize all my drums and how I'd go through the chaos of that. Find the sound that you like. Listen to a lot of the music that you do. I won't say use your ears, but I don't think that's all of it. I don't think using your ears solves everything, like the internet likes to tell you. I disagree 1,000,000%. I think it's one input to this, but there's still a process, right? There's still a way to do this, and you got to do it. You just got to sit in your chair and you just got to do these things, right? It's the only way it gets done. Until next time. I think probably the next time we hang out, it'll probably be on snares. which will be fun. So take care. Peace out.